Welcome back, everyone. This is Jaronitis bringing you Feed the Beast Unleashed, episode 19? 18. 18. 19. Well, it's one of the two. I'll figure it out later. I can never remember. But today we're going to cover a couple little things. I let these things warm up. As you can see, they are now at a full 1,000 degrees Celsius. And they are now, as you can see, consuming coal a bit slower. Not nearly as slow as I thought they would. I'm kind of disappointed in that particular fact. Which means that later on, well, we'll just have to upgrade them to a liquid fuel boiler with some liquid stuff that we'll make down the line. But we'll get into that another time. Alright, so this episode, we're going to change things over. As you can see, I've tore up all of my hobbyist steam engines. I like my hobbyist steam engines, but they just don't quite do it for me. So, in between episodes, I moved a couple things around. I now have these upstairs. I had power run to them until a minute ago, and now we're going to get that power back going again. To effectively use these boilers, we need to have a way to transport the steam from them into what we want to put them into. Unfortunately, the liquid or the waterproof Buildcraft pipes are just not going to quite do it very well. So what we're going to use is liquiducts. Liquiducts can carry a large percentage of the available things. I went ahead and put these together off camera, but just so you guys can see, I've also put a couple of other things in here. But the liquiduct is 2 copper ingots and a hardened glass. It's basically the same thing as your typical other piping, only uses hardened glass instead of normal glass, and it's copper. So in this case, we'll look it up real quick. And there's the liquiduct. It's very simple. Can make lots of them. I have made lots of them. And now we're going to go ahead and prepare to make a whole bunch of extra power. So to best use this steam, we want to put an engine that produces Minecraft joules that is going to make a lot of them from the steam that we have being made. So the best way to do that is with steam engines. So we're going to put in steam engines, and we come up with the steam engine normal, the industrial steam engine, the commercial steam engine, and the hobbyist steam engine. The hobbyist is the earliest tier that we've been using. The commercial steam engine is one up from that, and the industrial steam engine is the best one. This steam engine I'm really not familiar with, so we're just going to ignore its very existence. Alright, so we need to make this as a pattern, so we're going to encode that. Then we need to be able to make steel gears, so we're going to encode this. And since the steel gears are made from stone gears, we need to encode this. And then of course the stone gears are made from wood gears, so we need to encode that. So 1 wooden gear, 1 stone gear, 1 steel gear. So the question is, do we actually have everything we need to be able to make some of these? Glass, pistons, steel plates. Alright, we should, in theory, be able to toss these in and request some industrial steam engines. Let's just go with... Alright, so let's tell it to craft me 10 of them. It probably won't be able to craft 10 of them. As a matter of fact, well, it's working its way to it, so let's see how many it can make. Okay, we ran out of steel ingots, I guarantee you. We did. Alright, so now we're going to tell the system that we can create steel. Let's see. We're going to do it this way. We're going to encode this. And this is going to make steel dust. And then, of course, we just cook the steel dust, and that makes steel ingots. So I want it to craft me 128 of these. Should have no problem with that. I've got the coal and I've got the coal and the iron. So now we'll take these and hopefully we'll have enough power stored upstairs to cook a bunch of these really quickly. Don't have much power stored. Oh well, actually I can fix that. I happen to have a charged energy cell on me. So we're going to go ahead and add this to this so that it can go ahead and continue to function for now. Alrighty, so set things up over here so that when stuff gets made, it comes out the back and gets piped over and into my ender chest, and the ender chest takes the stuff out of it and imports it into the system. So now when we look here, it should show, yep, we've already made 5. Alright, so now that we've made 5 and we're currently making more, I am going to go ahead and take these 5 and we're going to go ahead and get some things, 6, and we're going to go ahead and make some stuff. We're going to need some more redstone energy conduit. 32 liquid ducts I hope will be enough. If not, I can make more. I programmed the system. It's really handy to have a system that you can program. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plan on having 2 rows of steam engines. So I'm going to plan on these being here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to go with 11. Yeah, we're going to go with 11. So what we're going to do now is we're going to carve a path. We're going to carve it right here. And we're going to hook up liquid ducts. I'm not sure how this is going to work with these two being so close together. Interesting. I wasn't sure how this would work. Now I'm fake with that. Okay, now I need to connect these in there. Nope. This may not be as easy as I thought it would be. I might be able to do it like this. And I can. Okay, so now the theory is that if I hook these out here, I'll then be able to bring them down underneath. Whoops. Alrighty, so we're gonna have them come over and I want it to come up right here and run along underneath all of these engines. Oh, that was the end of the line. I don't have enough. That's okay, I can tell it to make more. Alrighty, so now, how close was that, huh? So now we're gonna hook this over one more that hooks it to there. Then we can go up here, and with one more wrench hit, we can connect this to that. And now we have steam flowing down through here. So now what we want to do is we need to hook the redstone energy conduit up to these. And then we're going to wrench these. Alright, now by right-clicking on these, we can actually... I could have sworn I could have told this thing to run without a redstone signal, but apparently I can't. That's inconvenient. But that's okay, I can work with it. What we'll do is we'll put... that there. And for now, we'll just run redstone across the surface here. And now, we've told them to work. Alrighty, so now we need to hook these in, both down there and up there. So now, in theory, we have a large amount of power being generated and stuck up there. So let's see if we can get a bead on this. We are creating 8 Minecraft joules per tick, which is 4 times what we were making with the others. So let's see, we need to check and see. There, we got 4 more. That'll work. Except that this isn't facing the right direction. Or that one. Or that one, or that one. But there we go. Now they are facing the right direction. These should be warming up. And everyone's producing power. So now we should have all the power we need being created here. At some point later on, I'll probably actually make even more of these, because I don't think we're barely touching. No, we aren't. We're barely using any of the steam necessary to keep this functional. But for now, it's functioning. Everything's working there. Again, the coal is not being as efficient as I really would have wanted it to be. I don't really like the idea of having to use the spawning the withers to get the coal together. Either that or I just need to create a new spawn system, because this spawn and kill system here is actually very laggy on the game, and it's very annoying. So I don't want to have to deal with that too much. But for now, that's where we're at, and we're doing that well. The other thing I'm doing upstairs is, in preparation for future things, I have all this coal here going into my pulverizer, and I'm pulverizing it into coal dust. I will tell you why that is, but not right now. Alrighty, so the other thing I want to do is I want to get started on a fun mod called Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft requires a bunch of different things, but there's a lot of really cool tools that you can get from getting into Thaumcraft. I'm going to put some of this stuff away because I don't need it anymore. And yes, if anybody happened to notice, I actually did leave a hobbyist steam engine in the works. I always keep one hobbyist steam engine going in honor of a certain woman I love. When she started playing on this, the first power system she ever made was one hobbyist steam engine, and she was so proud of herself. So now on every build I make, I always keep one hobbyist steam engine running just for her. And there it is, pumping its little heart out. Right, anyway. Alright, so we're going to go into the item subsets. We're going to go to the mod, and we're going to find, we're going to find Thaumcraft. And we're going to bring it up. So now, in Thaumcraft, now this is actually a couple of different versions are available. The newest version is now available. We're not going to get into that because that's in 1.6, and we don't have 1.6, and I'm going to cry about it until it comes out. So anyway, we need to make a Wand of the Apprentice. What we actually need to make is a Thaumonomicon, but, well, you have to have the wand to make the Thaumonomicon, and the Thaumonomicon tells you how to make the wand. So, you know, it really is circular. It's actually an amazing pain in the butt. You really shouldn't have to deal with that, but you do. So, now I happen to know, whoops, that to make the Thaumonomicon, you need a bookshelf. And since I have to be able to make something, I'm going to teach my system how to make it. So now I'm going to request a bookshelf. I already have 2 bookshelves. Well, fine then. Alright, so to get started with Thaumcraft, you need a bookshelf, and you need a Wand of the Apprentice. Now, the Wand of the Apprentice should be any shard. Well, actually, hang on a second. I need to... Actually, do I have any nuggets? I do have plenty of gold nuggets. Okay, so what you need is a gold nugget, a stick, and any of the Thaumic shards. I'm using an air shard just because it happened to be at the top. You can use any of them, but that gets you a Wand of the Apprentice. So now I have a wand. Now I can use the wand, and I can right-click on this bookshelf. This wand does not have enough charge to do that. Okay, I have to wait for this wand to charge so that I can have enough charge to do this. Look! It's the Thaumonomicon! And now that I have the Thaumonomicon, I can open it, and it can tell me, hey, here's how you make a wand. Which, again, stupid. Why would it tell you how to make the wand in the Thaumonomicon when you need the Thaumonomicon to know how to make a wand? Urgh! Sorry, just bugs the tar out of me. It's so ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. It's like forcing you to do things in a different way. Anyway, my rant is done now. This is the Thaumonomicon. You can research all kinds of fun stuff. There's a lot of stuff on here, including stuff that's not shown here. And I'm not sure what that wand is. I've not seen it. Anyway, I've been through Thaumcraft several times. However, I haven't played it since the newest update. And there are definitely some symbols in here that I'm not really sure what they are. In any case, so when we get started with Thaumcraft, what we need to do first is to create a research table. This is the way you make the normal tables. And then we will just go ahead and make a couple of these. And, of course, when we make something, we're going to teach the system how to make it. Not that I think I'll be actually using a lot of these, because I won't. But hey, if I can teach my system how to make it, I'm gonna. So let's see, we want to teach the system how to make a table. Now, we'll probably only need 3 of these ever, but now that I know that I can teach the system to make it, I'm gonna. So now I need 3 of these, please. And boom, there it is. Okay, so another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make an extra Wand of the Apprentice. And instead, you know, I think I'm gonna do it this way. We're gonna go take a gold nugget, We're going to take a stick. Now let's see how many what we have the most of shard-wise. Wow, we have the most air shards by far. Okay, so I'm now going to actually teach my system to make basic wands, because I'll actually need quite a few of these in the future as I'm making wands for different purposes. So now I can have the system make me a wand. So now I'm actually going to make, we'll make 5 of these. I'm actually going to need one of them for right now. So now I need to choose a place to make my Thaumcraft section in. Since this room is so nice, we're going to use this little corner right here, and we're going to start my Thaumcraft. We're going to place 2 of these together, and then we're going to place one separately. The one separately we're going to hit with the wand, and when we right click with the wand on it, it turns it into the arcane work table. Now this one, we actually have to make another item. We're going to have to make the scribing tools, which are right here. Scribing tools require the glass file, the ink sac, and a feather. Well, actually, look at that. You can use the normal glass bottle, too. I didn't realize you could use the normal glass bottle. So, since we want to be able to have these, we're going to teach the system how to make them. I'll do a lot of teaching the system how to make stuff. I'll even teach it how to make stuff off camera just because, you know, some of the stuff you just don't want to know about. It's just not that relevant. And of course we need to teach it how to make that. So now we can put this in here and that in there. And now I can request scribing tools. Make me one. Okay, so now we take the scribing tools and we right click them on the 2 tables next to each other. I think I want to click it on the right side. Nope, got it backwards. I always get it backwards. There we go. And now we have the research table. And the research table is used to discover things. And you discover things that the Thaumonomicon is teaching you about. So one of the most easy things to research is actually going to be Nitor, which is going to be this right here. Nitor is actually basically a floating torch of magical goodness. The easiest way to research it is with coal and redstone, I believe. Maybe torches as well. Anyway, we're going to shift click these in here, and it's going to show us the aspects that are in this. And we're going to, you have cursory research and thorough research. Cursory has less chance of destroying an item, but less chance of teaching you something. Thorough has a higher chance of destroying the item, but also a much better chance of giving you, research. So we're going to go ahead and click the... Oh, wait, we can't do that. We don't have any paper. I forgot. You have to have paper in the research table, because otherwise how are you going to write stuff down? So, we need paper. Alright, paper. Alright, the paper goes right here. And now we can click the magnifying glass and research. So we have now unknown theory research notes. They don't tell us anything because it just says, hey, you figured something out. So we're going to keep going, and now it showed that fire is part of it. So is Potentia. So that's those 2. I happen to know that this is going to wind up being Nitor. And I also know that if you read about it, it can give you a couple hints as to what you're looking towards. But in this case, Nitor is a floating flame. It's basically a torch that just kind of hangs out. So, since a torch is what does it, we're going to use some torches to research it. And I happen to know for a fact that this is going to do it. And now, we have a Discovery Nitor. So now we take this Discovery, and we right-click with it on. And it says research completed. So now, when we look in our Thaumonomicon, Nitor is no longer blinking. It is here, and it shows you how to make it. So, I can now make Nitor. Yay. So, I'm not going to get into how to make items yet. I need to show you how a crucible works and how all that's going to function. For now, I'm not going to get too far into that just because we're running out of time in the episode. In between episodes, I will do research. One of the things about doing research is it's a pain in the butt, and it's fun, and it lets you learn how to make all these really cool things, and we will get into that. I will show you the things it can make, and I'll even show you some research that I'm going to do, but I'm going to do most of my research off camera, just because it's a real pain in the butt to have to keep finding which items and go back and forth, and it's kind of boring when it really comes down to it. So when it comes to it, I will show you how to make certain things, and so, you know, the research that's required, and that is pretty much it for the beginning of Thaumcraft. There are other things we'll have to do with it. There are other, you know, pieces that we'll have to put together, but that's pretty much where we stand on that. So, I'm thinking, what better way to end an episode than to do something incredibly stupid and see if we can't get ourselves killed. Where's my soul sand? Do I not have any soul sand? Okay, I know for a fact that I've mined soul sand. Oh, I used it all. I used all my soul sand putting this together. Urgh. That's okay. I can work with this. I've got roughly 5 minutes left, and I am going to go pick a fight with a big baddie. I've had these skulls for a while, and I haven't used them, and I've been itching to since I got my new armor. So now, I am going to get some soul sand. And since I really hate fighting this guy in the actual nether, do you mind? We're going to pick a fight with the Wither. Now, if you don't know what the Wither is, you need to get out more often. But the Wither is actually a vanilla Minecraft boss. Was added in, I'm thinking in 1.4.7. That's probably wrong, and if anybody ever watches this, they'll be like, whoa, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And the fact is, I don't, but that's okay. I know that he's around, and I know that I can kill him, and I know that the item that he drops can be very useful for me in the future. So, killing him, I'm actually going to wind up having to kill him multiple times. But for now, I think that should be plenty of soul sand. Yeah, that should be plenty. It only takes 4 pieces to summon him, so I think I've got it covered. We're going to go back out, if I can manage it. And we're going to go summon the Wither and see if we can't get ourselves killed. So, that being the case, I'm going to do a couple little things, such as put away everything that I don't want to have to worry about losing. We will sort everything else. Alrighty, so we need a large open area that's not going to be missed because the Wither tends to blow up everything. So, here we go. We're going to summon him right here, and this may end badly. It very well might. Alrighty, so he's spawning. When he first comes to life, he will explode That's why I backed off real quick. And boom, there he is, and let's get him. Come on down, buddy. I ain't fighting you all the way up there. Take your time. I was hurt really badly, so I don't mind my health regenerating while you're sitting up there. Oh, wait. Speaking of health regenerating, your health is regenerating. Well, I can't have that now, can I? Let's go get him. I hope I get him before he gets me. Got him! Now the question is, am I going to die anyway? Nope. I win! I have killed the Wither and I have gotten another star. Yay! Did I mention how much I love power armor? Alrighty. And with that victory and the Nether Star in hand, I will say that's it for me. Closing episode 18. 19, 18, whichever it is. And so, Jaronitis signing off. And remember, help spread the gaming.